Oh god, is he on Antoid D?
Looks like it.
Oh, he's on E. Well, that's going to be almost 200 experience. Yeah.
Nice.
Really
Almost level
unfortunate.
9
Oh,
strats.
wow, a
Oh,
second
wow.
Ant Bop. So Namux was able to get that U windscreen. Did you talk about this, Skate?
Oh, no, but,
Okay.
yeah, you can go ahead.
Once you're level 8, you can do a status check. If Ness has 24 offense or higher, you can get the auto windscreen against single Antoids.
So he actually did have the 24 offense. He stutter stepped the first room just to go fast.
Yeah, that's fair.
Alright, here we have Ant. Ideally, you want to get 2 Rockins off. Hopefully Ant doesn't use Magnet to crush the dreams like it just happened on Namux's side. I jinxed it. Oh no.
Yeah, Magnet can sap anywhere from 2 to 8 psychic points from Ness, and hopefully doesn't take enough that it leaves Ness with less than 10 psychic points. That's how much it costs to do a Rockin'.
Yeah.
But after the Rockins are spent, all the psychic points are spent, the fight basically plays out like Frank. You heal if Ant attacks, bash if he doesn't.
If I were him, I'd be capitalizing on that 8 psychic points for a life up here instead of using burgers. Okay, he finally does.
Yeah, that was a good outspeed from Namux. I mean, he already recovered from 18, but I don't know about 12.
Yeah, he's getting pretty lucky here. I mean, obviously not using a second Rockin' is not so lucky, but all these low HP situations in fights are just really scary.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, Namux's Ant fight had a lot of strong attacks. Ant could either hit for like 20 to 25 damage, or the 40 to 45s that we were seeing.
Yeah, good on him to, stay calm and just, do the best he can to survive that fight.
It looks like Namux is only 1 minute behind at, 25 minutes in the game. That is still really close. It could go either way. We have a lot of RNG left in this run.
Yeah, no net deaths so far. Knock on wood. There's still one more difficult part, but then after that, Onet's done.
Namux is gonna pick up this hamburger.
Yeah, that's another thing
Ignoring,
that people do differently.
Sanitation issues, but this is 1990X. We don't worry about that.
Yeah, some people grab the burger on the way up, some on the way down. It's pretty much a preference thing.
Yeah, I've been a fan of grabbing it unless I have one of those ant fights where I don't eat any hamburgers.
Yeah.
I don't know, that's like 5%, I would say, of the time happening to me.
Really, not likely. Alright, so I think Namux is going to be a little bit more really far behind because he's going to have to buy more burgers.
Yeah, these cops take 3 bashes to kill. You can't, or 2 if you're like really beastly with Ness, or 1 smash. So seeing that first turn smash where it's not going to overkill, that's really good. And I think first cop is the real boss of this fight. Like if Ness is at the lowest level, it can be a crushing chop city as the community calls it. Nothing but the stronger attack. Just wasting hamburgers before you're fighting 3 cops and then Captain Strong. Yeah, Namux's ant fight went a little rougher, and I saw him withdraw $130 earlier. I see he went back to the ATM, but
yeah, I don't think he had a choice. He's buying more burgers. Because his ant fight was so bad that he probably had maybe 1 or 2 burgers left. So even if you withdraw everything in the second ATM withdrawal, you'll still have to go back because then you only have maybe like 4 or 5 burgers tops, and that's
Yeah.
pretty risky.
3 or 4 tops, I was thinking. But yeah, that is totally fair. I do not want to enter the cops fight with less than 5 hamburgers.
I'm curious how many he bought there after all. Like, did he just go with the magic 6 number that most people go with, or did he just buy everything?
So Hunter had a really good rock and roll on his first turn, but he is aware of the second rock and possibly missing. He went with the safe strat and just omnommed a burger.
Okay, yeah, Namix did just buy 9 burgers. That's good. I agree with that.
So, because he bought a lot of burgers, he's going to be using burgers probably from lower HPs, trying to conserve his psychic points as much as he can.
Pretty much.
Normal cops healing ranges is like below 60 HP, you'd use a burger. Hopefully the cop outspeeds you so the hamburger doesn't overheal. And then if Ness gets below maybe 1 crushing chop's worth of damage, like 25 to 35, you can switch to that life up alpha since it heals more.
Yeah, I agree. You could pretty much go crazy with the burgers.
Yeah, the dream would be to start the Captain Strong fight with 20 psychic points like Hunter did. Just blow both Rockins. Hopefully kill it. Or turn Strong back to normal, rather.
Yeah.
We in the Earthbound
Ooh.
community don't condone for killing cops. I hope I speak for the community when I say that.
Hunter barely dodged a ninja shroom going into Tucson. That was a little scary.
Yeah, tree sprites and hitboxes. They really troll us all the way through the game. I suppose I can talk about the trees. It seems like the hitbox of the trees are only at the trunk, and the leaves of the trees Nest can walk through, and spawn tiles can spawn on the tree, on the leaves.
Something like
It's
that.
super weird.
Yeah.
We do exploit that in the glitchless run when we try to teleport through the deep darkness. There's a pretty sweet teleport through the narrow path that leads to Master Barf, or at least I think that's his name. Just kind of weave through the trees of the leaves of the trees, doing a teleport that I didn't think was possible. But anyway, I'll probably talk about that later when we run glitchless
Oh, baby.
in the Super Series. Oh, I am so
excited for
ready.
that.
At any rate, Namux is starting the fight. He had a pretty low first rockin', but I think if this one deals like 85 damage, it should be a kill.
Oh, wow.
45 is like the lowest. It's going to be
It's
2
really low.
bashes, or 3 if Captain Strong guards. It'll be like a 1-turn shield alpha that the ant cast earlier. Ooh, but he had 30 psychic points though.
Oh, yeah.
Really
you did
nice.
What you said, basically, yeah. Cool. Alright, so he's about 2 minutes behind now. Still not a big deal.
Yeah, Hunter was just doing some plot advancing in Tucson. There's actually a ton of story that we kind of segment skip.
Yeah,
All we
I
need
mean...
really is talk to Apple Kid, throw money at him, throw a burger at him, or a cookie that the ant dropped, whatever low food item we can. And now Hunter's going to PRV. Apparently it's called Peaceful Rest Valley. I don't believe it.
Nope.
But we're going to see this pencil statue. And when I mean see it, I mean load it in memory. Just slightly off screen. I promise it's there.
Pretty much.
And very, very conveniently, almost a Deus Ex Machina. Oh my god, my terms though, I'm on fire. Apple Kid's gonna call and say, "Yo, you have a pencil You have a pencil statue? I have a pencil statue eraser. Aren't I the best?"
Oh, snap. Apple Kid is the best, I guess.
Well, I mean, he's better than Orange Kid. I mean, who wants to like turn to boiled egg back into a raw egg.
Right.
I mean, come on.
But we can use those eggs to make mayo.
Oh boy. So Namux did a save at the department store, and I'm sure Hunter did as well. But that's to set up a save point. When Paula joins, we're going to drop the teddy bear that absorbs any monster attacks, or most monster attacks. And the kids are going to intentionally die and then respawn with all their items and levels and progress saved. Except they're going to respawn at that department store, and it saves minutes of time instead of walking back through a PRV. The P actually stands for painful. Painful Rest Valley. Super duper painful.
Yeah, the Japanese name is Grateful Dead Valley, I think. Yeah. Dead.
I remember hearing that.
That sounds about right.
They also have an octopus statue.
Oh yeah, that's always fun.
But you recently did a Mother 2 run, didn't you, Skate?
I did. I always like forget about it. Like I know it's there. It's just every time I play Mother 2, I just go like, oh yeah, this thing. And the same thing with the other eraser. The eraser is something else.
Yeah, I forget what the eraser is. Isn't it another animal or something?
No, I want to say it's like a totem pole or something. Because like in Japanese, eraser is like keshi, and then there's a word called kokeshi, so it's like the kokeshi keshi.
Yeah, it's another pun. I think the
Yeah.
octopus and eraser are like very similar kanji wise.
Right.
Sure, I can come up with all these smart like English words, but then Japanese like kanji wise.
Yeah, that's like a whole nother level.
I have some holes in my my lingo. So I believe Namux is loading the statue and going back to Berkman Park. Hunter has the pencil eraser. So we're seeing different segments of PRV and seeing how annoying the spawns can be. And it's not even Peaceful Rest Valley, it's this cave. You know, a lot of sprouts can spawn, and it's just a very narrow strip.
Yeah, it's a really annoying cave.
Yeah, Namux has one more pass through that cave. Anyway, Hunter is going through the rest of PRV. We're seeing a lot of different monsters. The UFOs and those 8-sided dice monsters. They have that, I'm going to say it's kind of like a crow. They're very erratic moving, and they will chase you otherwise. And the trees have normal aggressive patterns, but they actually move slower in the overworld than Nest does. So that they're probably most exploitable.
For sure.
Yeah, and then Hunter choosing to heal up. There's another butterfly spawn that he's going to fully heal from that. Hunter actually chose to not continue the path downwards. There was a present at a dead end that has a bomb, and it's the same bomb that could have been dropped from Giant Step. There's a lot of spawn tiles on the way back, not to mention it being out of the way.
Yeah, it's pretty much a checkerboard of spawn tiles down there. It's pretty scary.
And that's the final butterfly that Hunter needs. Unless he gets into any unfortunate fights, he should be able to exit PRV with a decent time. He had a sub 29 ONET, didn't he, Hunter?
No, it was a 29 something. It was still sub 30 though. Ooh, barely.
Yeah, that was some good movement.
Yep, that's how you deal with the trees. Just outrun them.
Yeah, definitely did his best not to bonk any cliffs.
Yeah, good execution for sure.
Yeah, and this is the game's introduction to the auto win screen to the casual runner. Just a one-time snake spawn. Hunter stepped on a snake.
Yeah, unfortunate.
1990X to 1990X.
As long as Namix doesn't step on his neck too, he's the real winner here.
The true winner. Next step to 0.
Alright, hopefully no cultist gank here. Oh, almost. You like that, Waluigi? How about that for a word?
What was that?
Getting ganked by cultists?
Ganked by cultists.
I figured you would like that term.
Shout out to the league.
I don't know, I like using that term for when you go into a room and then an enemy spawns right on you.
Yeah, Namux has already felt the pain of that.
Yeah, I think twice it happened with
Yeah,
Antoid.
2 consecutive rooms.
That's super unlucky. I guess just to like clarify how that works, I mean Earthbound is just a giant map and it's giant square tiles that are basically like, I don't know, 2 or 3 by 3 Nesses size, and so they could spawn anywhere in that square, and so sometimes they just spawn in the corner of the tile so that it just basically touches the door, and then you just end up in a fight right away and you can't do anything about it.
Does the game like roll a chance for a monster to spawn on that spawn tile, and then it's another chance for them to be at a random location in that tile? Is that my understanding of it?
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, I don't know exactly how it works like specifically, but that's what I'm thinking is
Me
happening.
neither. Well, anyway, Hunter's in a pretty critical fight called the Shack fight. Meanwhile, Namix, he could have continued that path on the northwest. There was a hard hat on the edge of that path. Again, it's kind of out of the way, like 10 or 15 seconds. And he didn't step on any snacks, so we have a true winner. I don't care.
There we go.
I don't care what SRL may or may not say. But anyway, the hard hat gives extra defense, so you don't have to buy the Holmes hat coming up. But he chose not to get it. He's probably really confident in his abilities.
As long as you know what you're doing, the Holmes hat usually is fine. I mean, there could be some really bad luck situations with Card Painter specifically, but yeah, Holmes hat's pretty much safe. Hard hat is like guaranteed.
Yeah, Holmes hat and cheap bracelet for these unmanipulated runs it's pretty safe. I mean, the cultists will hit for like what, 17?
Right, maybe even less.
It's they don't hit hard enough that Ness can get through 2 Rockins if he needs to, and that kills a large majority of these Shack fights. Of course, these cultists can call for help, and even with a cultist buddy, one cultist buddy sometimes isn't enough.
Nope.
So we kind of want the cultists just to bash us, just wave their paintbrush at us, clonk us with the paint bucket.
Oh, this is scary.
Oh
no!
I thought for sure that Hunter would have survived that. I was like, well, I said they're gonna deal 17 damage, NBD.
Oh, that hurts. That's a crushing blow for sure.
Sorry, Hunter. Commentator lied.
Yeah, of course, Ness just had to miss on the final blow. Like, he had to hit there.
I mean, I definitely would have done what Hunter did in that situation. Like, oh,
I
this
probably would have too. Yeah. Like, he's dead. It's fine.
Even then, it could have called for help. You wouldn't want it to, but it's an option. So Hunter's going to pick up 2 butterflies, because although dying leaves Ness with 0 psychic points on respawn, he's at least fully healed health-wise.
Yeah. Yes, you do, Ultimo. You hear Scat Eamon 22 too.
E-Man? Scat E-Man?
As well as Walui Guide Lazuel.
Whale Eulogy. Dilazul.
Delaware Zool.
I'm a marine animal funeral director and Ghostbuster enthusiast. And I speedrun Earthbound.
Pretty sick combination. Oh, now
I know you're jealous. Whoa.
What? Carpenter? I don't know. I blinked and he's dead.
I think that was the cultist fight in the chapel.
Wait, really? They both died to the same fight?
Yeah, that is super unfortunate. Yeah, also unfortunately, there's a photo trigger, so we get to see that 19th century Mary Poppins photographer.
Oh man, the bike shop photo. Wait, is he getting the bike?
I think he's getting the
Memes.
bike. The time saves, though.
I'm not sure he realizes that Hunter also died, so he's probably just going out with a bang, is what he's assuming, so he's just kind of memeing it up. But,
Hunter thought he
I
got
wouldn't be doing
pincered.
this if he knew.
I didn't know if he saw that there was a monster like on the northwest, but I thought he probably could have used the train, go on top of the tree and despawn the robot. Maybe he knows something that I don't. Hey, if you can change the audio to Namux's screen if he's gonna hold on to that bicycle. It doesn't look
won't
like
be
he's
much
putting
longer,
it back
though.
on. Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, never mind.
Sweet
It's
bicycle
good
music
song.
jams.
Yeah. I mean, I'm biased. I like that he did that, but for the sake of surviving in this tournament, I don't know if I would have been doing that. But hey, memes are memes. It was actually believed back in the day when I was one of the few people who were running this game that we thought that it was faster to get the bike, but turns out that's not the case. This isn't Pokemon.
Nope. Just a quick health check on Hunter's screen. I heard that quick BB
BB.
or select B.
Yeah.
I feel like a BB with like a fast trigger finger could be better. I think it's one of those like left hand brake, right hand gas mix ups. I like that auto fight from Hunter. He probably would have canceled it if Cultist B would have showed up. Just cancel auto fight by mashing B or holding B and mashing A. The auto fight will cancel sometime during the turn phase.
Right, like technically speaking, like anytime you bash, it's actually faster to auto fight if it's only like, you know, the one guy you want to hit. But then you have to be really quick to react to whatever happens in case you want to not bash. So you just have to be safe, I guess.
Well, that was a really huge lightning roll from Carpainter.
Wow, yeah.
Just the fact that the lightning hit is always really good. Like a 25% chance. The second turn will always be a life up alpha. So just the fact that some of that reflect damage stuck, it's a good sign.
Alright. Carpainter down on Hunter's side.
Yeah, I mean, well, Carpainter's a scripted fight, but I guess I won't explain it because every commentary I do, Carpainter just wipes.
Yeah. He's got a lot of HP though, which is kind of bad for death warping, but it's not the end of the world. You can still death warp with no matter what HP. It's just it'll obviously take longer.
Yeah, I guess the condition for a quick kill is if you want to do the mole death warp, 2 sharp claws attacks on Ness might be able to kill him. Otherwise, I've been a fan of getting a UFO robot fight in PRV.
Yeah, either that or tree plus sprouts. They're pretty good too.
Yeah, it's pretty solid.
So hopefully, I'm pretty sure Hunter's gonna do that. I feel like he said that before, that he's a fan of doing that and not, you know, just stick with the mole no matter what.
I'd still rather get the alien fights or the aliens fight. I just think the tree's brain shock attack it just takes too long.
That's fair, I guess. But usually that fight is always 3 turns because you could just bash the tree and then it'll explode.
Oh, is it 3 turns? I can.
I think
Or
it's
I guess
3.
you can kill it with Paula Freeze also. Then we can
Yeah,
test that.
it might even be less with. I don't know if I've ever used freeze, but it might even be quicker with that. He's holding on to the teddy bear. Oh, he might. So he might just go to PRV, and then if he finds no enemies, he'll probably just walk back. Honestly.
Oh man, that would be legendary.
I've seen people do that. I've seen Ugo do that a couple times. Not because of his the cultist Death Shack warp thing, or I probably mixed up words there. Cultist Shack Death Warp.
Shack Death Warp.
Yeah,
That's
words.
part of the tech.
I've seen before he was using that strat, he would just walk back willingly with the teddy bear. I'm like, okay.
So we're going to see a little bit of inventory Tetris, not as much as the glitchless route, just dropping Ness's defense items to help monsters deal damage, and then the teddy bear.
Okay, let's see if he does what I was saying. Okay, so he is using
He
freeze.
did what
Okay,
both
I'm
of us
curious.
said.
Yeah. Hunter just knows.
Brain shock. No, not the brain shock. Not
Yeah.
like this.
Oh, it honestly might be a 2-turn with freeze. I never thought of that. That's
Okay,
smart.
I lied. I thought Freeze would do more than that. So
Yeah,
I'm pretty
it's a
sure
2-turn.
Hunter's going to defend.
Oh, the
Oh,
gut
that gut
save.
save.
No. Okay, Sprout, you know what to do. Okay, cool.
I really liked that though. That was
Yeah.
actually a lot better than I had first said.
Yeah, a lot of people don't give it enough credit, but they don't think about the fact that the tree is so huge in that strat working. Territorial Oak Hype. Unfortunately, he couldn't get the life noodles on that path. There is a cup of life noodles at the very end of that path, which revives Paula without having to go to the hospital. But, I mean, it's fine.
Yeah, PRV Death Warp is like, well, as long as I'm here, I might as well try to get the healing item. Skip that hospital heal.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's a gauntlet of spawn tiles.
For sure.
So there's an order of NPCs that Ness is going to talk to on Hunter's screen. If you're saving in department store, which both of these players did, we're going to pick up the backstage pass from Luigi. I forget what his actual name is, but I think that's what we in the community call him.
Yeah.
Go to the preschool. After that, one of Everdred's cronies says, "Hey, Everdred's still hanging out on the roof. He wants to talk to you." I'm quite a big fan of that scene. I don't think it'll ever get old. Looks like Namux is in better shape for this Death Warp. We're probably going to see the more standard Mole Death Warp. Kind of our first and only look at Lilliput Steps.
Yeah.
Actually, the second Sanctuary location. And doing Mono Mole early is kind of a meme in the Earthbound speedrunning.
Hey, man. It's not a meme. It's legit.
It's a
serious business. Hey man, just you wait. Mother 2 world record will be back in the hands of North America, and it'll have early Mondo Mole, and everyone will bow down to the early Mondo Mole strat.
Well, actually, Tootler Fiber came up with extended manipulation for the glitchless route for Earthbound.
Oh yeah, that too.
It's almost another 16 minutes of manipulation, but it ends at killing Mondo Mole early with Ness and Paula. Just doing random inputs to despawn the Lilliput Steps monsters, and the Mono Mole fight itself is Ness using... I think Ness is either smashing or doing high damage Rockins, and then Paula using Dazzling Light prayers to do 200 damage to Mono Mole at a time. It's nuts.
For sure.
Yeah, Namux, you can't use the bike with Ghost Paula. Don't want to leave her in the dust.
Can't use the bike period with anyone behind you. Oh, did he forgot to withdraw? I guess he did.
I think he might have.
Or what? I'm confused. Oh, he thinks that there might be an ATM in here. I don't think there is. Aw,
no, there
man.
isn't an ATM here. I didn't see if he had over $100 or not. I guess we can kind of talk about that. Hunter withdrew everything he had at Tucson. Normally the glitchless route, you just withdraw $500 and whatever. But, well, even for glitchless, it might be better to withdraw everything. Anyway, Hunter withdrew everything. And because of that, after the death warp, he still had that $100 threshold. Didn't need to make another ATM. Just go straight to the hospital, heal Paula. Easy peasy.
Yep. Oh, hippie.
Oh no.
Hippie manippy.
Yeah, Paula was too fat, couldn't avoid the
Dang.
hippie.
Nice runaway first turn.
There you go, Paula's all healed up.
Yay. Meanwhile, Hunter's gonna be on a bus.
Aw, yeah. Yeah, Namux is getting all the Tucson townspeople. Actually, we haven't seen Blue Lardna yet.
Yeah.
I mean, Tucson isn't actually that big of a deal, but there's a lot of different, interesting looking monsters in this area. So according to the story of the game, there are ghosts blocking the way from Tucson to Threed. They don't want Ness to enter there. If you take the normal Greyhound through, the buses will actually turn the bus around, drive it back to Tucson.
Yeah.
The driver's like, nope. But apparently this bus, and it's rock and blues rock. It's blues rock music will be too loud for the ghosts to bother them.
Pretty
Yeah,
much.
this is some S tier commentary. This is what the Earthbound community could come up with.
This is
I'm
only
sorry,
the best
guys.
commentary. The best.
The best. Some great movement from Namux entering that theater. That kind of roundabout entrance was to make sure not to get another photo spawn. It's like right in front of that door.
Yeah, it's really tiny, but it's right there. So you just gotta walk around it a little bit. Oh geez.
Oh, this is kind of a scary fight. In a casual playthrough, Ness has paralysis, and that would be enough to paralyze the smelly ghost, which is the really scary monster in this encounter. And then Paula can like freeze out for the ghost, but I have a feeling if Hunter can't run away soon, it's probably going to be a wipe.
It's the mayo ghost and the ketchup ghost.
I was thinking ranch and Tabasco.
Okay.
I wouldn't recommend them together. I'm just saying. I'm just giving my first thought.
Oh man. The run?
It could be.
Aw.
Good try. This death warp isn't that big of a deal. Or this death isn't that big of a deal. You just respawn in front of the drugstore? Drugstore? Oh, in front of the hospital.
Yeah, where
was
the
close.
bus leaves you. Ooh, my voice. Where the bus leaves you.
Skate Kid 222.
It's past my bedtime. I'm just gonna put that as my excuse.
Oh yeah, I'm ready to pass out after this race.
But
5 a.m. alarm. Hype.
yeah, having Paula dead here is really not an issue at all. She doesn't need to be alive to activate the next cutscene and stuff.
Yeah, this lady and its squad are actually nice enough to hook up Paula with some of that health care. She gets fully healed when they respawn in the dungeon, I guess. The graveyard dungeon.
So luckily for Hunter anyway, like obviously this run has not gone very well for him compared to his other two runs in this tournament, but he's fine because we only take the average of the best two times for seeding and tie breaks and stuff. So he's just chilling now. Now he just wants to finish. He wants to at least win, so then he's guaranteed to make it.
Yeah, I think even if he does somehow throw this game, it'll leave him with a 2-1, and he'd be in a really good situation for a tiebreaker.
Yeah, he's pretty much 99.99222%.
The 222 memes are strong.
I'm blaming D-Rock on that one though, and to all the Mayo comments.
One of these days, I'm going to make a tweet like using a Windows calculator. Hey, Skate Man, I did a thing, and it's like 221 plus 1. I'm going to give like 10 shocked emojis.
Nice. Yeah, I'm sorry, D-Rock. I have no original commentary tonight, so I'm just reusing all of your stuff. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, that's what I tell people at work too. I don't have any witty one-liners. I just steal everybody else's. Okay,
pretty much.
Emoji.
Okay, hand emoji.
I give that 7.3 okay hand emojis out of 10.
7.8, yeah.
Oh, the Canadian judge giving 7.8. I can respect that.
Oh, you said 7.3?
I said 7 point something.
Oh, I thought we were going for the IGN review meme, but okay. You know, too much okay hand. Not enough twos.
I was just trying to make like one of those Olympic judge jokes.
Oh, okay.
IGN totally makes more sense. So anyway, one of those trash cans was an actual trash can. It has like an insecticide spray.
Oh man,
The one on the north side was definitely a monster. Good on Namux to catch that. So the trigger is for those zombies to turn around, those zombie guards.
Oh no.
Oh, unfortunately, the ghost caught him.
Spoopy. Fortunately,
Namux lured the ghost away from the other monsters. Don't have to fight the encounter that Hunter had. So yeah, the runaway strat is perfectly fine. I guess the other safer strat is Paula to use 2 freeze alphas. It could be a 1 freeze alpha if it's a really high roll, but I mean there's a lot of empty turns. They can solidify, they can possess the kids, which is annoying, but not that big of a deal. And then they can bash, but they don't seem to bash very often. Of course, I say that now. So this Watcher Cook scene is mandatory. It basically gives a different scenery to Winters, and the game's Loch Ness Monster gets to show up and transport our boy over.
Our boy.
That boy Jeff, though. Yeah, Hunter was walking a fine line underneath that tent because another photo trigger is a couple pixels underneath that. And sometimes that Tessie watcher will block Jeff, and you really can't go underneath him because you'll have photo man Mary Poppins.
Here come that beast. MS Paint Beast, everybody. You know what to do. That's it.
Yeah, she's a community favorite. So, Escape, do you have that? There was like an encyclopedia that went out, and I think like the second version was on Earthbound. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I do have that. The Legends of Localization.
Yeah, thank you.
Part 2, Earthbound.
There was a diagram that basically showed like a metaphorical area in the Earth where each area is, right? What do they actually give for winters?
Oh, wait, I don't know if that's in that book. I have to check. I know
I might be
D-Rock
confusing it
also
with the
bought a
Earthbound
book.
guide.
Yeah, he bought a handbook, and like that one had like a full map and stuff. I don't know if it talked about it there.
Because we have the Loch Ness Monster, which is
Scotland. Yeah.
And then we see
a lot of people
Stonehenge
say it's
later,
Scotland.
which is... Oh god, my geology is
also
terrible.
Scottish? Or am I going crazy? I mean,
shout out to the Bubble Monkey kill.
That's always fun. I just always call this place Canada because snow, but I mean, that's literally all I'm basing it off of.
Yeah, really early in my speedrunning Earthbound career, I used to call that split Wisconsin. I don't care if our state tree is
basically Canada.
Maple. Yeah, Southern Canada. But yeah, we have evergreens for days, and also it's cold. Except for last week, it was like 90 degrees, even though it was the first day of fall. Awkward. Well, that's 2 Bubble Monkey kills for Hunter. What an animal.
What a literal animal.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sometimes it's a PogChimp, sometimes, it's an ape. Like, how else do we describe Bubble Monkey, really?
King Kong. But he did have to take all 3 fights, unfortunately. Wait, what? Is he getting the croissant? Oh, wait, what? Stun gun! Yes! Okay, these 2 are just like.
Oh, I love it.
I'm so happy.
Hunter actually re-entered Brick Road, despawned all the monsters, and grabbed the stun gun. I'll actually take the blame for that. We were talking in chat.
Ah, I see.
Except he didn't follow it up with tasing the heck out of that mouse. He's actually going to despawn it.
Wow.
Just normal strats with yeah, just with the backup of the stun gun.
Okay, you know what would make up for that? If he actually went out of his way to get the cheap bracelet in the last room.
Oh man, that's... I don't know about that.
He should do it.
Like, there's that rope despawning in that final room where the mushrooms are. You have to go through 2 sets of that. Like, 2 separate sets of that just to get the cheap bracelet. I don't think it's worth.
That
Unless there's some
defense, though.
crazy roll where Jeff survives a boogie tent hit. I don't think that's a thing. Not with the cheap bracelet, anyway.
Or you should totally buy the I think it's the minor league bat in the Threed store.
Yep. Well, I mean, that's a Nest item.
Yeah, but I'm just trying to think of other weird things to do.
Sure. I mean, Jeff can buy the toy air gun, I guess.
Go get the insignificant item. That's a bit too far.
you have to go back to 3 and you have to kill Belch.
Stop provoking Hunter.
Okay, Namux is about to start the real fight of the Super Series.
Yeah, the actual boss fight.
And that was a good judgment call from Hunter. Those mushrooms have really low detection radiuses, but if Bubble Monkey decides to stand still while the mushrooms are charging, it's really iffy.
Wait,
now with the stun gun though, stun gun is a 2-hit kill.
Or is it radii?
I think it's radii, but
I don't know.
Words.
I'm just trying to spice up the commentary with stupid things.
Same.
But yeah, Namix did die to the final boss. Or maybe not final boss, hardest boss.
Oh, we have a really good question that we actually failed to mention.
Ooh.
There are things in the glitchless route that we do have to pick up because of events after killing Boogie Tent.
Yeah.
But in this run, we can skip the exit mouse. There's a exit mouse house between Odan and Tucson. We don't need that.
Nope.
In the Happy Village, there's a old lady that we buy croissants from. And we can also buy refreshing herbs. But for Boogie Percent, nothing poisons us. We don't need refreshing herbs. And there's also a shopping sequence at the Shady Dealer that some people in the community call him.
Mm-hmm.
We can buy extra bottle rockets and bombs. But we don't do that in Boogie Percent. Not unless we die at Boogie 10 and we really need that extra damage.
Or if you play it safe. In my last race, I actually said, you know what, I wanted to get the win guaranteed and not lose it all to Boogie Tent.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like it happened last year. So I just bought a bomb on Paula and an extra bottle rocket, because why not? And it actually saved me because Jeff's BBR only did 300 or something. And a rocket missed or something missed. And I was like, oh boy, this is bad, but the bomb saved it.
I mean, yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do. It feels it kind of sucks to play the game well for this much of the run, only to have it die at the final boss, the final split.
Mm-hmm. It's already happened a few times in this tournament already. I think there were a good 2 or 3, maybe even more races that were decided because Boogie Tent just completely destroyed the person in the lead, and then the other person caught up and beat them.
Yeah, just because we have this chill cutscene, it doesn't mean the run's over and the runners should be complacent.
Right, and the Boogie Tent death is actually a huge time loss, because sometimes it just takes forever to die to Boogie Tent.
That was some good stutter stepping from Namux. He's actually going to go for it in the second room.
Stutter that.
But he definitely has the mechanics. It's just a matter of what spawns are waiting for him. Ooh, that could be a green swirl. Yeah, you want to explain that one, Skate?
Yeah, the whole capitalizing on green swirls with Bow Monkey thing. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, since Bow Monkey does the whole, sitting around picking his nose kind of thing, you could actually kind of get enemies in between the two and make a sandwich, and then the Bow Monkey will just get a green without the enemy knowing. But then again, the swirl technology in this game is not that great, so sometimes some weird things can occur where you still get a red, or it's not a green at all, even though it clearly should be.
Yeah, just Earthbound greens and Earthbound reds.
Yeah.
A lot of us have grown desensitized by it.
Right, just
Like,
gotta
okay,
let it
sure,
happen.
game.
Yeah.
Like, I respectfully or less respectfully disagree, but
But okay.
the game has to go on. This run is glitchless in that we don't go out of bounds or cut through cliffs like unintended or not as intended, but this is an abridged run called Boogie Percent, where the run ends after we pick up the fly honey after killing Boogie Tent, which Hunter is about to start right now.
Alright, let's see how this goes.
It's like somewhere between a third and a quarter of the full glitchless percent route.
Yeah, it's a little over a quarter.
Ugh, that's not the kind of roll
Yee.
any of us wanted to see. Well, I mean, Namux possibly gives him a chance to catch
Oh,
up.
feeling strangeness. Okay.
That was a
This is
really
really
good
bad.
BR, single BR. So the big bottle rocket does 5 bottle rockets rolls of damage, and it looked like 2 of those rockets just flat out missed.
Well then.
Well then, yeah.
This is what I was referring to.
If this rocket hits, it should kill Boogie 10.
Oh wow. 4 HP. Well, at least this level up is gonna be super quick.
Yeah, Ness is going to get triple experience, but
Look at that
just
level up.
through scaling. Yeah, that is super quick.
I mean, the fight was really long, so it's not like it really mattered, but that's funny. And Hunter is done with a time of 1:15:06 in the SRL.
Yeah, I'm sure he's probably wiping sweat off his brow.
Yeah, he's definitely guaranteed now with an undefeated record of 3 wins, 0 losses. This time does not affect his averages at all. Yeah, he got 2 sub 110s already, so he's fine. Oh, what's he doing?
Yeah, clutch is definitely the word to use there. That might have been like a rare time that was actually good for Boogie 10 to attack through Teddy Bear. I mean, it has a 75% chance of absorbing attacks, single attacks anyway.
Hunter's gonna show off some out of bound goodness.
I'm actually really happy for Hunter to show off out of bounds. Just kind of expand on what I was talking about earlier about what is no out of bounds, going off into outer space. Kind of looks like that.
Oh,
Except I think he went back inbounds.
Escalator. I never actually tried that. That's funny.
Yeah, any percent route that also goes way out of bounds, or I guess pajama percent. That's another out of bound category. I haven't really experimented with that yet.
So Namix is honestly not that far behind. He got on the Skyrunner when Hunter finished, so he's like 5 minutes behind, assuming Boogie 10 goes well.
Yeah, I'm going to guess like a 2 or 3 turn Boogie 10 will be a sub 120 or a 120 XX.
Yeah, so unfortunately Namix had to win this race to stay in it and have a chance to qualify. So unfortunately Namix has been eliminated due to Hunter winning, along with Admiral Vise, who also couldn't qualify. But that leaves Hunter and Tootler Fiber to both qualify into brackets, so congratulations to them. And sorry to Namix and Admiral Vise, appreciate you registering. You did a good job nonetheless. And I appreciate the bike memes.
And he didn't step on Snack.
Yeah, and he didn't step on Snack. That's actually way more important.
He's the winner in our hearts.
Oh, I only realized now that he named Jeff Butts. Oh, now Hunter's trying to demonstrate, I think... Oh, never mind. I thought he was going to demonstrate bike percent, but he's actually just out of bouncing and... Oh, wait, now he's doing bike. Never mind. That's actually smart. You could do bike percent a lot easier that way, I guess.
Yeah,
Oh, wait, no, but he has no hitbox.
That's a really unfortunate fight that he got into, Namux.
Oh, he got a zombie dog. No.
I mentioned how things can poison you in this route. I guess the zombie dogs do poison.
Yeah. Luckily, there is a hospital right above, which I think can heal poison anyway, but...
I know these monsters are weak against freeze.
Mm-hmm. Wow, this stinks.
Yeah, now it looks like he's going to be forced to go to the hospital and heal those 2 kids. Hopefully Pigpen stays still.
The trick-or-trick kid just chilling with that guy over there near the sign. Yeah, that's what I was saying, Blessed Dragoon. He now he can't get into a fight.
Yeah, while Namux is withdrawing money and going to the hospital to heal Paula and Jeff, this bike percent strat was shown off by Temple within the last 4 to 6 months. It was pretty recent.
Limit break.
Boing.
So, I think Boing actually found this, and then Temple started doing it after his attempts didn't go well every stream.
So there's kind of a soft cap on how many monsters can show up on screen before the Super Nintendo kind of goes crazy. And it looks like it's around 10 or 11 monsters following. That seems to be the limit. At that point, weird stuff to happen. One of the monsters might turn into a random sprite. If you try to take one of these encounters, the battle screen looks really wonky. I don't know how Hunter's going to put Ness back in bounds and actually get one of these encounters. Yeah, right there, got a Rasvanarian dude.
Oh wait, no, yeah, never mind. Yeah, I always mix them up. They look similar.
Not to mention, it's not really hard. It's not really easy to tell, but there's a ton of lag on Hunter's screen right now. It's moving at a third of the speed.
Yeah.
Anyway, Namux is starting the fight, and Boogie 10 gave a empty turn pretty much.
Nice.
Yeah, those were some really good rolls.
Pretty good, yeah. All right, GG Namux. BGG feels. Aw. Oh, whoa! I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah. Thank you, Fiesel, for hosting us. We're probably gonna have to cut this off really shortly. Probably as soon as the SRL race is Namux hits done.
Yeah, good point. Gotta get things going.
We're kind of behind schedule, but these things are pretty common.
Yeah, it's all good.
We're gonna send off to Ness dancing with the mask guy.
Yeah, this is really funny.
Yeah, no, 122 considering a happy village death and nearly wiping at Boogie Tent.
Right. All right, GG everyone. Thanks for watching.
And thanks for hosting us.
Yeah, thanks for hosting us. Please follow the runners, follow Speed Gaming channels, and enjoy some more races, everybody.
Looks like we're off to a Link to the Past rando. That's going to be really hype.
Ooh. There's also 5 Super Series races tomorrow, I think.
Oh, heck yeah.